The Entropy Center is a 2022 highly portal-inspired puzzle game where you solve puzzles with a handheld entropy device which allows you to rewind objects. And the entire game is set in an abandoned, overgrown facility on the moon. Some players, when they first beat the game, may get a little confused on what happened. If you've played the entirety of the Entropy Center and looked at some of the various computers scattered across the center, you may know that you're stuck in a time loop, as the game hinted numerous times. So, we roughly know that a loop begins when you wake up in your dorm and ends while rewinding the Earth. But while rewinding the Earth, you are in the entropy field area of the entropy device core, and why the loop ends lies in one of the last intels of the entire game, Intel 72, simply titled Nibbles is Back. As the name implies, this isn't the first time we hear of Nibbles, as we got to see his backstory back in Intel 21 and 20, where we learn that Nibbles is a cat that was brought in by a staff member and that it got consumed by the core of the entropy device, only leaving a name tag with Nibbles on it. But in Intel 72, we learned that Nibbles is back as he wandered into his owner's office and looks like a kitten again. So that explains when we rewind the entropy device, we got exposed to all that entropy energy or something. We got sent back in time, starting a loop once again. So, who made this time loop and why? Let's look at what started this whole thing. Why the Earth blows up. Why the facility is abandoned. These things are all because of Cataclysm 13467. It's the one that's happening when you're playing the game. It's the ultimate cataclysm, the one the Entropy Center couldn't fix. When the Entropy Center couldn't generate enough entropy energy to repair their own defenses, they decided to use every last little amount of entropy energy they had to rewind Earth back 2 years and spend the last few years of their lives back on Earth before it all ends. But one Entropy Center employee decided to stay back. One
Aria Adams.
It's a heroic effort, right? Staying behind to try to save the world even when everyone else has given up. But I believe that Aria never had a chance to begin with. After everyone left the Entropy Center, Aria went and researched all she could about the cataclysmic event and how entropy works. But as we all know, when the Earth blows up, it damages and will eventually destroy the Entropy Center, so Aria had to create a time loop to protect it. Every loop, she researched and did puzzles to generate enough entropy energy to rewind the Earth. Considering Aria is the only person doing these puzzles, the amount of entropy energy generated will probably only be enough to rewind the Earth a few days, and thus each loop is probably just a few days long. But there's a consequence for such frequent rewinding. In an email to all puzzle operators by the Entropy Center Health and Safety Team, states that excessive and repetitive personal rewind events can cause amnesia. That's why when we play the game, it's probably the 99th loop at that point, so it makes perfect sense we don't remember anything when we wake up. And the time loop only affects the Earth and Aria. Everything else stays intact, which includes the damage done to the Entropy Center. Either because of Aria's deteriorating memory because of the amnesia, or just simple mistakes, the Entropy Center gets more and more destroyed, and when we play it, the entire power reactor is failing and almost blew up. It's only a matter of time before it all ends and Aria fails to rewind the Earth. We got to see the progression of the loops in the infamous office loop in Act 13. I think the office loop is a representation of all loops and not supposed to be taken as reality. From just a humble computer and a desk in a dark room, to this. Like, how can I ever describe it? I think it also represents Aria's mental state as loops progressed, either because of the amnesia or just, the realization that this was never going to work. Earth will always destroy themselves, but why? And I believe it's the existence of the Entropy Center itself. Think about it. In the early years of the Entropy Center, It was all about saving animals from extinction, but ever since then, it's been slowly ramping up to cataclysmic world-ending events, and it's all because of the Entropy Center. They became more reckless and careless because nothing had consequences anymore. They fought. Well, until they couldn't fix it. And when the people of Earth heard the Entropy Center couldn't fix it, I've heard it's energy down there. So, please stay safe, everyone. They didn't appreciate what they had. It's entropy. The gradual decline into disorder. The decline into cataclysmic event after cataclysmic event on Earth. The entropy center getting more and more damaged and destroyed. Aria's mental state becoming more and more deranged. Everything about the entropy center is poetically entropy. In conclusion, I think the message of the Entropy Center is appreciation. It's a cautionary tale about what happens when you don't appreciate what you have. So, appreciate. Because you could never know when it's all gone. So this video is kind of over now. I mean, I'm just talking about things now. You can stick around if you want. Yeah, so this is definitely different from my normal videos, mostly part of Minecraft. I wanted to do something different this video. So, after I played the Entropy Center, I knew I always wanted to talk about it. Like, I felt there was just quite a bit of depth and meaning to it. And, this video was just perfect. This is also my first time doing, like, a full-on analytical video essay, I guess, if you call it that. I mean, and it's kind of just unlocked a new world for me. Like, I think I can really do this now. The hardest part about making this video was just thinking about making it. It felt so hard, but when it came time to actually do it, it was actually pretty enjoyable. And I think I want to do more of these, video essays. So I want to stick around my channel. Please note that I do, wildly different stuff, honestly. Like, the next video is probably Minecraft again, but I'm not sure. Alright, enough rambling. Thanks for watching.